Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So coming to you guys tonight now is shortly after 9. You guys can see how lovely and adorable my hair is. So I obviously have to do my push-ups with you guys. I haven't done them yet today. And then we'll officially get into tomorrow's films tomorrow. We will officially practice some fishtail braids. And then also on Friday, I did, Friday, yes, I did do my did add up all of my runs, and yes, I was correct. It is 20.61, so what I'm going to do is on Friday, I'm going to do another 5 miles, and then, probably, like one more run, maybe even 5 miles again, right? Or maybe just 3, honestly. And then, towards the end of the month, it'll be my final run before Florida. So, is that going to be on a Friday? I don't know, guys. Anyhow, right? Final run before Florida? Yes. So, it starts with an F, ends with an F, but it has before. Well, final run before. Before, right? 4. Yeah. And there's a 4 in the middle. So, and final is an F word. 4 is an F word. Anyhow, guys. So, yes. I'm going to do my final run then before Florida. And that'll be my 2-mile sprint, guys. I'm going to be going all out, guys. Trying to beat that 17:17 mark. So, I do believe that waiting till Friday will be a good time. So, yeah, I mean, holy cow, guys. That'll be the most miles that I've ever done in a whole month, guys. That'll be freaking insane. If I do 5 tomorrow, that's already 25. And then if I do 3, that's 28, right? And then if I do 2 at the end of the month. But, guys, it's only the 17th. So I got, just add in like a 2-mile in between what I had just said, right? My 5, my 3, my 2. Add in just another 2.5 just for the heck of it. Guys, that'll be insane. Holy cow. That'll be wild, guys. That is a lot of miles ran. But anyhow, guys, we'll go ahead and we'll do my push-ups. And I also didn't share, but there could also be something inevitable, right? And obviously the movies would be like, before, right, the movie starts, duh, right? Or, like, it could be something inevitable, right, like, dropping produce, right? Maybe she's in the produce aisle, right, and I don't even know she's there, but I see an orange, right, like, rolling across the floor, and I go get it, right, and I'm like, oh my god, right? Yeah, so that could happen, and it could also then be not as fast-paced times, right, like the I'm pregnant one. So yeah, that could happen, and then I could just decide to reach out, right, as well afterwards, and possibly, yeah. But again, though, that would be the only time that, that would ever happen. But also, and I did share this before, but I'll just remind everyone, so obviously if there is an emergency, right, like I see like a full-fledged brawl going on, right, in the driveway, right, or there's clearly an emergency. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I know that person, so I can't do anything. No, okay. At that point, yes. Be calling 911 and potentially even going out into the property to try to calm things down, too. Right? So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here. I'll do my push-ups. I just want to share that. So, alright, guys, here we go. And then also, it'll be nice to do my purple shampoo shower, right? Following my amazing blonde hair results. So, alright, guys, here we go. Holy cow, guys, that was 16. Holy cow, no way. That is insane, guys. Look how good my arms are getting, guys. Woohoo! Alright, guys, let's just do until 5:30 because I got done right at 5. So, alright, so I'll need 8 more. Yep, here we go. Ready? 1. Come on. Alright, guys. So there we go. Holy cow. I'm in love with my hair, guys. Nice and blonde. It's going to be amazing. So, anyhow, I'll go ahead, though. I'll get going. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Here we go.
Hey, everyone. Your girl is here.
So coming to you guys today now, you guys can officially see that I officially got all of that right on in perfectly too, guys. And well, actually I probably should have known about it because remember that rope is like 30 some feet and then they had the expansion, right, with the anchor in there. But yeah, holy cow, guys, that is what I was thinking of because why don't I have something that I can actually anchor, you know, to an anchor point while it's sitting there. So that was really, really cool to see that it fits just right. And then you know, honestly I might sew something else. Let me flip around so you guys can see. I might do something else, honestly, just so I can kind of close it and then get some kind of anchor grip down in there. Actually, no, my gram would have to do that, but I have to actually look at how my paddleboard looked when it was inflated and find a good anchor place for this. And then also I have to get out my diver's down buoy and look at that again because obviously I'm going to want that to be a little bit shorter, you know, so that'll obviously have to go on the paddleboard itself as I'm heading out. So we'll have to do all of that, just little tweaks here. And then once I figure that out, I'm going to put the GoPro in and we're going to figure out what is the cause of that noise. And we might even fill the sink a little bit and then put it down in and see. So anyhow, let me get to all of that and then, yeah, that'll pretty much be it for this morning here. And then we'll do some stuff here this afternoon, like my planks, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, anyhow though, guys, we're going to go ahead and work on that, and then I'll show you guys my conclusions. So here we go. I did also find a Key West article really quickly, and I'm going to screenshot them closer to the time that I leave, so then I will have a better understanding and remembrance. So there's a lot of jellyfish that aren't actually, like, they sting, but you can't even know, right, that they actually sting. But now there are 2 that are really, really dangerous, though, that I have to watch out for. So, and even then, well, no, those ones are really, really bad. But there's certain ones that, yeah, it's a little bit irritating to your skin, but you don't actually die unless they hit big areas, right? Like your chest, right? Or your neck, right? Or, well, those are, again, the biggest points, right? Or your head, right? Yes, so, anyhow, though, that's some more research, but I did a brief little research, and then, you know, I'll write on the photos, and I'll put, like, dangerous, right, like, stay away at all costs, right, stuff like that. So anyhow, let me get that out, and then we'll, like I said, do the GoPro, and figure out what the cause of that noise is, and see if the noise is also dampened once you're in the water, because actually, watching that video, the noise stopped once I was in the water. So I don't know if it's the noise from that little bar that they had there so people don't fall. I don't know if it's that, you know, and then they, you know, like, it just travels through, right, because through all the chains until it gets down there, but once the bulk of it is in the water, it's good. So, what?
For your lunch.
Yeah.
those meatballs done in gravy sauce?
Yeah.
Because I'll take and put that in for you.
Hey, do you think there's a way you can sew this or something? So, well, so it's skinnier for me to put the chain down in, and then that way then it doesn't fall out as much when it's on the paddleboard. And then sew like a loop or something where I can put one of those anchors, because it doesn't need to be that wide.
Yeah, but honey, that material I'll never get through my sewing machine.
Okay. Well, we'll have to take the measurements on this, and maybe we could find something. Because I don't want to be carrying around that big box.
Well,
It's just easier to have it in a bag. Yeah, but whenever I'm on the paddleboard, it'll fall off.
You're going to...
That's as tight as it goes there. It doesn't do anything for it. I don't know why.
Because the
What are you
material,
doing?
I'm pushing that material back.
Oh.
Because that material is so thick. It doesn't allow you to pull on the string.
Oh, good catch. I was having a blonde moment. Oh, that's probably a tear. You can go get that. Have it, guys. Let me do that all by myself here, because that's hard to do and film at the same time. I don't have my tripod up right now. And then I'll be right back on with you guys. Alright, guys. So this was actually a really simple, easy trick. So, as you guys can see, all I'm going to do is just, take a clip and then clamp it down. And then, I'm trying to think on where I'll put it whenever I'm actually down then. I don't know actually where I'll put it, but I'll find a place for it. I mean, I can loosen up the buckle a little bit on the side, of the paddle, right? Or put it in my phone thing. Duh. Come on, Alyssa. Yeah, so just put it in there, right? But I'll take a couple just in case. You never know. A big wave could be coming in as I'm, taking it off or trying to put it back on. So, yeah. So we'll have, a couple of those that we'll take. And then that way then, before I officially go out and dunk or dip down in, whatever you want to call it, then there's not as much, line, right? And not as much possibility for tension and breaking, right? Because there's a hold on it and you're kind of tearing it, right? And all of that. There's my reminders, guys. Oh my god. So yeah, so that'll be good for the divers down. I just have to re-look on the paddleboard. I mean, I could inflate it. I have a lot of time, but I'll kind of cheat on that and just kind of see. Because I think there was only 1 or 2 on that side, so I'll have to figure it out. But here we go. Let me figure that out, and I'll be right back on with you guys to test the GoPro. Alright, guys, so I officially figured it out. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my divers down buoy. Is going to be at the furthest north, I guess you would call it, right towards the front of the paddleboard where all of that mesh wiring holding stuff is. That'll be where the divers down buoy goes. And then I will also have my carrying case in that mesh. I'm just going to call it mesh. It's not mesh, but you guys get the point. So I'm going to have the chain down in the mesh, and then this will be a nice a nice way for if a fish does decide to bite on it, right? That into the shark, right? Because if a shark goes, well, we're done, right away. It's gone. For sure. But anyhow, yes, that's why I'm waiting to do the big drops, right, towards the end. But anyhow, yes, we will put the that on the side, obviously, like I said, the GoPro and the chain, right? And then while I'm anchored down, I'll probably just put that in the mesh, and then yeah, but anyhow, since the anchor is in the back, right, and that's where all the weight is, and that'll be nice, evenly distributed weight, too, because you have the anchor in the back until it's officially anchored, right, and then you have me in the middle, right, then you have all that chain in the front, So that'll be a nice little evenly anchored way to do everything, and that's the way that you want it, right? Just like the quiz, right? You're supposed to have everybody evenly distributed, right? Not everybody in one area, because then you can sink. No, capsizing. Well, capsizing is, let me remember here, this is already a test. This is good though. This is why they want you to repractice. Capsizing is, I think, no, it's not flipping over. No, that's not capsizing. Capsizing is sinking. Yeah, so anyhow, yeah, so we'll evenly distribute, right, all of the weight. Well, I mean, the anchor is only 5 pounds. That chain is a decent amount of chain. So, maybe, depending on if I do decide to get another 20 feet, which will be cheaper, like I said, at Lowe's, and that's probably what I'll do. If I do get another 20 feet, I'll just have that back there with the anchor, right? And then if they do decide to bite, it's like a perfect wiggle, right? Because you have the anchor. Imagine this is the back of the paddle, right? So you have the anchor, then you have the actual GoPro dropping down in, right? So that'll be cool to like wiggle the boat, right? Yeah, so that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, it felt good to finally figure all that out. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my GoPro in and get out and then we're going to go ahead and test it. I might honestly fill up my tub too, if I have to, just so we can see what is the noise, what is that noise, right? And then I can actually watch the film again, because I don't think there was any noise once it hit the water. So, you know, the penetration, right, of the noise through the chain links ends once it's in the water, or the end of it, right? So, yeah, let's go ahead and work on that. Don't forget as well with the diver's down buoy that I will have to, obviously, I'll probably just inflate it, honestly, before I leave. And then I'll just have it in the back seat or something, or in the front seat. And then whenever I get out, you know, I'll just inflate the paddleboard wherever I am, and then take everything on it. Except the things that I have to carry, right, to put on until I'm actually in the water, right? So, for example, you guys, I don't think you guys saw last year, but I actually just put the whole paddle up underneath my arm and just gripped around the whole thing. So, honestly, I could do that. I could just have the paddle attached already and boom, right? And then the diver's down buoy, well, I'll have to carry that. I mean, it's going to be a lot to carry, but they're not long distances that I have to carry. So, I'm just trying to think on how I can get it all out there, though. Well, I mean, I'll just have to, I mean, I'm not going to be recording during that time, so I'll just put my phone in between my boobs or something, and then the anchor chain on this side, the paddleboard. How am I going to get the buoy, though, if it's already inflated? I'll just use this and clamp it already, and then as I'm grabbing the paddleboard, I'll just have to kind of grab it, or just put it in the middle during that little strip, right, during the middle, and then hold on to that, and then, yeah, it'll be dangling down, but so will the paddleboard, right? Well, the paddleboard will be underneath my arm, so yeah, just put this in that centerpiece and hold it. So,
Who are you talking to?
I'm making my videos. They get ready for paddleboard, Momo. Be fun, huh? So yeah, so we'll probably do that. Have that whole kit and caboodle. It'll be flopping around, right, as the paddleboard is already down here. And then the anchor will be on my right hand, or the chain in the GoPro. And then, yeah. Oh my god, that works. Alright, anyhow, let's get into the GoPro. Alright guys, here's another one. I know I said I would be done, but officially, you guys can see that even once I have my tools, right, because I'm obviously going to take out my, you know, my clamps, right? Well, not my clamps. Well, I'm obviously going to have my clamp from the paddleboard, right? The diver's down buoy. But obviously my pliers, right? So when I open up the chain link out there, well, I'm not really going to be opening the chain link. But, you know, just all this stuff, right? That is necessary, right? So even with all of that space being taken up, we're still good. So that's really, really good. So, yeah, I don't have to worry about how am I going to take care of all the other loose ends. Well, here everything is. Even with the tennis ball, everything fits great. So, alright, now I can officially, I promise, get to the GoPro. Alright guys, here's another one. So I also wonder if with, and I'm going to have to try to figure this out. So with the anchor down, right, and obviously the line going to the anchor, I'm not going to have that while I'm snorkeling, right? Or that will only be when I'm snorkeling. But I wonder if with the chain and everything, as they're coming up, right, if a shark does see it, is it able still to just be like, oh my god, this is nothing of the ocean, right, and go away, right? Or does it realize, or like, is it able to get out of its curiosity, right, mindset, or aggressive mindset, or just instinct mindset, right? Is it able to snap out of that and be like, okay, this is actually a person, right, with a paddleboard, right, and they're dropping something. Like, I wonder if they're able to realize that. That's something I'm curious about, and I want to try to figure that out before I go. So, anyhow, now let's get into the GoPro. Alright guys, so this is how it looks there, but then if you try to make it even, these start to bend in. So I definitely will either need to get better at knowing how far to open and clamp, or just do this video like this today. Definitely work on that whenever it's officially time. So here we go. Alright guys, so here is little movement. I just went ahead and filled up my sink. We're gonna test and see, again, the video, how much of it is the current and how much of it is water. Alright guys, so it officially seems like it'll be really, really good once I have everything all sprawled out. It's not going to have a whole bunch of that noise. It's just, whenever I bring it up, honestly, I'll probably just get the GoPro out, honestly, and do all of that, you know, and do my talking then. But yeah, holy cow guys, it seemed really, really good, honestly. You could definitely hear, you know, bits and pieces, but it definitely slowed down the way that it should. So once it was that little hunk of chain was sprawled out, but then you guys could hear once I moved a little bit more up, right? Then you had a whole bunch of noise. So, yeah, I mean, it should be really, really good, honestly. I'll just, like I said, remember that when I'm, doing my stuff, I have to, obviously, doing my talks then afterwards, and there probably won't be much more talking afterwards anyhow, because I'm not going to know what's on there until I watch it, right? So, yeah, it'll definitely be really, really fun, but nice little talk there, or I'm sorry, test. So, yeah. Anyhow, though, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get to some reading of that Key West stuff, and then I will probably come on a little bit later then, once I get reading up. But I'm actually, I'm going to save that for tonight when I come home, because I'm going to get a shower whenever I come home tonight, and then, yeah, it'll be really, really nice to do that, actually. So, yeah, that'll be a nice little relaxing for my Friday, right? So, yeah, yesterday would have been my Friday, but that's okay, and also it's really, really cold today. So, tomorrow, though, we are going to go on a hike, and then, I do want to get to a sunset as well before I officially leave. So, that'll be really, really fun, my first sunset. And I'm probably going to walk that trail where there was that little pond. Just kind of see like what's all going on there. Maybe some frogs have laid eggs. I don't think they would though because of their location. But granted, the predators move around so much that, they could find that place. And actually, they move around so much that the ones who are in that area the most often could actually not even find it at all. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how it is whenever you're a predator, right? You have, they move around, and then, yeah, you might not even have the ones that were originally there, right? So, they could find it in 3 days, but another predator moves in just a little bit. You know how that goes, right? So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. So, anyhow, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get some music listened to here and do some relaxing. So, yeah. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. It's about 11:40 now, so it's officially time to go ahead and do my plank with you guys, since obviously I have to do them in my Pittsburgh Marathon. And obviously I already showed you guys how nice the medals are. Those are very, very nice, guys. I'm definitely gonna switch that out for reals. And then put my other one somewhere else. But anyhow, I did also want to come on and show what I had gotten last night as well.
I also, guys, got my M&Ms and my jelly beans and my crosses.
All for Easter. Let's get into the video. So yes, I will probably, take one or two times here and maybe buy just one more thing. Maybe some more jelly beans or something. Not much, honestly. Then we'll get to my Easter shoots before we're officially in Florida, guys. So, yeah, we'll get a good hike tomorrow. And then my grandma and I have to take that sound bar back to Best Buy. And then, we're also going to do something else. Oh, work out here in the garage a little bit because everything is a mess out there. With us just changing the holidays and getting all that stuff out, and yeah, it's a mess out there, so we'll go ahead and organize everything, and then that'll be it for tomorrow. And then Friday, well, like I said, I'm definitely gonna do my run. I'll actually only do 4, honestly, just because I don't want to have that on my shoulders all the time, like, hey, you might not get all your exercise in the final month before Florida, right? So I'll probably just do like 4 or 5, just bang that out, and then I don't have to run again until the very end of the month. So that'll be really, really fun. And then we'll get my blonde hair going, and oh my god, guys, it's gonna be good. So we'll go ahead, we'll do my plank, and then we'll end for today, like I said. And then tomorrow will be really, really fun with my hike and everything, and then we'll take it from there. And Friday, a lot of good time to read, you know, all my stuff that I want to read, you know. So, yeah, it'll be really, really fun. So, anyhow, guys, tomorrow's 20 days, guys. That's it. 20 days. 20. It's insane. It's going to be so fun, though, and so worth it. So, alright, guys, here we go. Let's do my plank. 1, 2, 3. We'll also do more testing of my breathing on Friday. Come on, Alyssa, get it. 38, 08, come on. Alright, well, these arms were starting to hurt. You could see yeah. So, if I get down just the right, I could probably do it for at least a minute. So, alright, guys. Actually, no. You know what? We're going to do a whole nother one, guys. How about that? Super Lush Life. Oh, yeah. Blonde hair. Alright, here we go. And hopefully tomorrow there are some peaks of sunshine so we can see how it looks in the sun. Because I did go out a little bit, but I can't show those pictures because they're pretty, well, you know, revealing on my location, right? So, yes. Anyhow, I freaking love it, though, just looking at it. Alright, guys, we'll do one more, and then we'll be done for today. I'll have my lunch and get to some relaxing and some reading, and here we go. There you go. Get it, Alyssa. Get it. Dang, girl, get it. Alright, there we go. Definitely over 30 seconds there, too, guys. So, anyhow, thank you again for watching today's video, and I'll talk to everyone tomorrow.